Hello, Sammy.
Yeah.
How are you? Hit,
What's up,
hit,
brother?
hit you with the good morning. How are you?
All right, fine. Good morning. How are you?
I love it.
Today is Saturday. It's about 1:55 in the morning and it's the weekend for some of us. We are going into work in I don't know, maybe 7 hours. And for some of us, we have the day off. Some of us might be suffering from studying and whatnot, but you know what? That's okay because again, your day is exactly how you make it. It sounds like a broken record, but quite literally, it is as simple as that. If you choose to do good things for yourself, and keep in mind, for yourself, you are going to have a good day. You choose things that are kind of just meh or bad for yourself, it will result in having a bad day. Your day is, and your life in general, is the summation of all the small good and bad choices that you make over time. So, we're going to have a good day today.
All right.
Why? Because it might suck as a whole. We don't know. But what we can control, the choices that we make, yeah, we're going to choose the good ones.
Always, always,
That's
always,
all.
my man.
And part of that is consuming a whole ass bottle of wine because this is fucking insane. I'm just kidding. I am contemplating opening that bottle of wine though.
Dude,
How you
soon,
feeling?
soon, I'm actually doing okay. After that, the action from Daisy kind of brings, a little. Not, I wouldn't say adrenaline, but I guess that adrenaline. So like, I'm pumping right now.
Mm,
Especially when you
yeah.
get into a fight like that. I wish I could have. What I wanted to do in that situation was get up on top of the rock, and it just would not let me. I wanted to get the high ground on that guy,
Well,
and it would not let me.
not this time.
But that's okay. I don't know what to play now. I'm kind of lost. Maybe a spoopy game for Breezy.
You want to play something, or you want to play something alone, or you want to play something with somebody?
I don't know. I'm open to anything right now, actually.
Hmm. Well,
Twitch stat, Twitch activity feed. There it
spooky
is.
wouldn't be such a bad idea.
It doesn't sound like a bad idea at all.
Also, Heather thinks she missed the live. I'm like, well, I mean, not really, but sure.
You're like,
She,
things are still happening.
yeah, I missed her message about 4 hours ago.
She's silly.
I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
well,
things are still
oops.
happening.
Yeah, they're fine. Okay. What are 3 to 5 key takeaways from the course you believe you can use in your professional and personal life? Nothing.
Whoa.
Absolutely nothing. I'm joking, partially. All right, what do you got for spooky?
I don't know. Thought my whole I thought everything just crashed for a second. I was like, nope, we're good, we're good.
What about one of the ROM
Um,
hacks
like
that
what?
you've
Yeah,
been
what do
dying to?
I even know where to begin with any of that?
Well,
I don't know. Kind of just torn. Just
all
torn.
right. Well, how about you do something a little bit different?
Like, what are you thinking? What do you got?
No, throw on some chill music. Either play PokeMMO and talk about what you want to do this upcoming year for the rest of the year, or
Okay, MMO, I'll get too focused and surpass the 24 hours.
well, I mean,
I'm just
Derek's
joking.
awake.
I don't know.
Oh,
Let's check.
it's a different kind of Derek.
Hmm.
Oh well, you want to go back to Final Fantasy X and finish that?
I feel like I would get tired.
Yeah, you would. JRPGs are pretty exhausting.
Especially with all those crashes. Like, what the hell was that? Like I'm just sitting there like, what is going on? The
You would
crash
think it
after
would be
crash after crash. When we played
almost.
yeah, when we played through it the first time, that didn't happen really.
Nah. Let's see. Do, 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 do.
16 hours. Hmm. Mm-mm-mm.
Hmm. I'm looking at my roster on Steam and I'm like, everything here is a JRPG. Oh yeah. Huh. I have an idea. Let's see.
Mm,
Da-da-da-da-da.
yeah. This is I mean, hey, it's nice. 16 hours, dude. We made it pretty far. Not gonna lie.
Ah, you're back.
I quit.
Uh,
I'm going to throw this thing out the window. Anyways.
you're back.
Ooh. I was mildly excited. Now I'm disappointed, but that's to each their own. Liza P is 40% off, but that doesn't matter. Not right now, at least.
Mm,
Do,
yeah, I
do,
don't know.
do, do, do.
It's like, do I play something a little bit more action again, or do I wait? It's a guarantee everyone's like
Mm,
nice, cozy. Some people are up, chilling, hanging out, doing whatever.
mm.
But I guarantee most of us probably have my stream open, but are snoozing, you know?
Yeah, that's
Which
fair.
there's nothing wrong with that at all.
No, of course not.
Hmm.
Do, do, do.
I don't know.
For crying out loud, I keep hitting the wrong button here. Do, do,
What am I gonna do to
do.
survive this?
Oh my god, I have to. What the hell? I don't even know what the hell my password is anymore.
I've been gaming all day.
That you have. How's it? How does it feel?
Um, it's an experience, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It's definitely an experience. I'm at a
Mm,
place where it's like you ride that high, like when everyone's
mm-hmm.
like hyped and you're hyped too. So you're riding that high for a good chunk of like the better half of the beginning of the stream, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you come to this middle part where it's like, okay, like this is cool. I can cruise through. We're cruising. And then you get to a point where like everyone starts getting tired.
Yeah.
Chat dies out a little bit, right? And it's like, okay. And that's where Daisy was perfect because it came in, it like, it played in well because it's a very engaging kind of game. You have to focus, right? You have to pay attention to the sounds. You have to pay attention to what's going on. So
Yeah.
like, chat's not on the back burner per se because you could look over, but it's like, oh, high focus, high intensity. So you're up, you know.
Yeah.
So while chat's like dead, it's like, okay, this is the part of the night where I was afraid of, where it's like, okay, I have 6 more hours, right?
Yeah.
Roughly, right? No, yeah, no, 8 more hours,
You have about 8 hours left.
right? Which is totally fine. But from
Mm-hmm.
like 4 a.m. till about like 7, 8 a.m., 9 a.m. even, no one's gonna really be awake.
Yeah.
And it's
What do you?
like,
What
it's
do
like
you play?
so
What is there
I
to
have the
play?
next like 5 hours that I have to dig like deep, you know? Because then
Mm-hmm.
everyone's gonna be up by noon, my time at
Oh,
least. I'm sure.
yeah.
People have kids, people have jobs, people have responsibilities, people want to do things. People don't sleep in on their days off, but it's like the this is like the where I have to power through and really focus because no one's gonna no one's gonna be up. You know what I mean?
True.
I mean, like starting at the 16-hour mark, I'm like, okay, I know what I have to do. I just want to do it. I just want to do the 24 hours to say I did it. That's another
Nice.
reason. Like it's a like I accomplished this. A lot of people just, fall off or fall asleep or do whatever.
Yeah.
But I actually want to be like, I did it. Check that off the list.
Yeah.
It's gonna be nuts.
There you go. Yeah, you're almost. I mean, you're almost there. You are quite literally almost there. Oh, that update's done.
But it's like, what do we
Very
do?
nice.
What do we do in the meantime?
A lot of it boils down to what do you want to do?
I don't know, dude. I've been lost. Oh, Viper's still here. Hi, Viper.
Indeed, he is. Probably fell asleep earlier and just
Woke
woke
up
up.
now. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Well,
It's tough. It's tough.
it is. It is. But this is the I don't know. I look at it just a little bit differently in that uh hmm, there comes a point where part of the 24-hour stream isn't just playing one game after the next after another because then you're just burning out at that point. And you could trek through it, which is nice and whatnot, but sometimes
Thanks, Viper.
taking a break, doing something different is good to break
Yeah.
the monotony of it all.
And
And
that's
that's
where
the thing.
DayZ kind of came into it. Was like, I haven't played that. That was like early days of the stream. Me and Jay were just running through DayZ.
Mm-hmm.
Early days. And it was nice to go back. Like obviously, like coming back in, 3 kills right at the beginning. It's nuts.
Mm. Yeah.
It never happens like that. But it was like a nice. It's like, oh, we're in this again. So
Ah.
yeah, so that was like my. It's been a nice variety. I mean, we started off with Mario's Mystery Meat.
Mm-hmm.
We started playing Google translated Pokemon Emerald.
Yeah.
Then we had what, Final Fantasy X
Yep.
for like 5 hours,
Yep.
which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was Among Us,
That
and
there
then
was.
Daisy. So it's been like all staples of the stream throughout everything. I mean, Super Mario, Pokemon, Final Fantasy. Obviously, our community nights in Among Us I feel like that stands out the most. That's
It
kind of where the
does.
community nights started,
Mm-hmm.
and then it was like Daisy, which is like
The
very,
origin.
yeah. This is the very beginning of like co-op stuff with Jer. So it's
Mm-hmm.
been cool. It's been cool to like touch base on everything that I've kind of like done.
Yeah. So then what do you want to do for the future then?
I don't know. I haven't really thought about the future, honestly. Like the future of the
Yeah.
stream, the future of
Not just the stream and what you want
future
to
in
play.
general. Like,
Actually, let me rephrase that. Not of the stream necessarily. What does the future look like as far as the games or things you want to share look? What does that look like? Just let's say for the rest of the month. It's because it is November.
it is November.
Or
November's gonna be kind of, well, starting off so strong with the 24-hour stream. Obviously, I'm probably gonna take, I don't know, taking Saturday off the rest of Saturday. Like, I'm not streaming Saturday, obviously.
mm-hmm.
Sunday, I would like to do a community day,
Yeah.
but I don't know how I'm gonna be feeling from after the 24 hours, and I have to really think about my well-being as well.
That is true.
Sitting and playing games for 24 hours is, it's obviously it's not taxing on the body. It's just taxing in general. Like my
Yeah.
body feels good. Like I could obviously go for a run or lift weights or whatever, but like mentally, that could be taxing.
Yeah.
So, depending on how I feel, maybe I'd like to do something on Sunday, community wise, like get a community game going. But I don't know what. I don't know what yet.
Fair.
I still really need to figure out a schedule moving forward.
That you do.
I don't know if I want to do like every other day or like I don't know. I need to do something where it's like there's balance in my life. And I don't want to be the guy that's like, I'm just gonna stream random days and whatever, whatever. I mean, not like there's anything
Yeah.
wrong with that
No, of
to
course
pop
not.
on the random days. And it's like, oh yeah, I'd be streaming, but then no one would know what days or what times I'm streaming. No, that would create an issue for me at least.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. It's basically just about creating a balance for like work, family, and like personal time. So like I need to spend time doing things with the family. Like I don't know. I feel like for such a long time I was pouring all of my extra time into the stream
Mm-hmm.
without realizing that not even like I was not neglecting my family. It's not what happened whatsoever. But like there could have been such a better balance between it instead of me waking up tired from streaming the night before or whatever. It should have just
Yep.
been it could have been a lot more balanced. Which is totally on me. I don't know. I get hyper focused on something and I just want to like destroy it. But if I find like a
Do
nice
you?
balance,
Mm-hmm.
then it could be more beneficial to not only me, but like, you guys as well. Content wouldn't be so like saturated. You wouldn't have like I don't know. Do you more inclined to like tune in
Mm-hmm.
if I didn't stream every day or 5 days a week, 6 days a week, whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Simply because like it's just not too much. I don't know how I'm trying to word it. Can't figure out the words, but like not the less I stream the better. But like I don't know. I've realized this the more sporadic my streams are. Thanks, Viper. It's like the more sporadic my streams are. I'm not even like the numbers, but like it's just nice when people come in and they're like, "Oh, hey, I haven't seen you in a while," and like stick around and it's something to chat about and like you know, it's like yeah,
Yeah.
give it a little chance to miss me in a sense instead of oversaturating streams like you see me daily, you know. But at the same time, I want to put out quality for you guys as well. Like I can't just. There's no way it's gonna be quality every day. But if I stream on the days where it's like, I don't know, and that's where it comes into balance too. I don't know if it's like my tired mind just overthinking the gears are turning right now, but it's like
No, this is about the time of the day where
we always talk
your
about
gears
random
start.
stuff.
Yep.
Yeah,
And the ideas start churning by the time we realize, oh, we have things to do tomorrow. It's like, oh, 4:30, it's already good morning. And it's like, oh shoot, we didn't write anything down. Well, crap, we should probably do that at some point. Yeah, we'll
true,
do it tomorrow.
right?
And then we'll do it again. We're up until 4:35 in the morning. It's just throwing one idea against the other to see what either sticks or what is feasible or
Sharpening each
what is
other, man.
or what is crazy enough where it's like, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. And so, do you remember the reason why I told you I stream on Tuesdays and Wednesdays?
Um, I'm gonna be completely honest. At the moment, I don't.
That's okay, I don't either. No, I'm just kidding. The reason why I stream on Wednesdays is because I have the house to myself for
Yes,
about
I
two
do
and a half
remember
to
that.
3 hours.
Yep.
So
And you're able to be as loud and do whatever kind of things that you
mhm.
want. Yep, I do remember that.
And then I came to a realization that, you know what? The best thing for me wasn't exactly to just let all that out because, well, you know how I really am.
Yes.
When I'm loud and belligerent and whatnot, that is the personality for everybody to see outside. The way I am right now, this is what I am behind closed doors.
Correct.
Just very mellow, happy to be quiet, happy to just sit here in silence and enjoy a huge box of baked goldfish flavored with blasted extra cheddar. They didn't have the extra large ones anymore, so I had to settle for the regular size. I'm still
Sucks.
disappointed, but
No,
whatever.
naturally.
So I came to the realization that there are certain things that we do for ourselves, and we move things around in our schedule in order to accommodate these things, because that just happens to be the set time that is most ideal. Did I plan to stream on Thursday? Absolutely not. I did it anyways, and I did it this way, and I found, you know what? This is a lot more enjoyable and exciting for me and for people coming in, because I'll talk about numbers for a bit. That, let's see, Thursday I averaged about 12, 15 people.
Nice.
The highest I saw was like almost 30. All I did was move teams around, figure out gear, run all over the map looking for gear that didn't exist, because I bought everything, and that's all I did. And
And
I
then the
just been
food.
and I mean the food. Well, the food was at the end. I didn't
Yeah.
do that. I get all till the end, but only to stress some people out. But I I was just like this the whole time. This is how I enjoy. This is how I enjoy things. And when people see that this is how you enjoy things, it resonates with that, because there's a touch of authenticity that people like it. Whether they see you consistently or not, they see that, they remember that. I mean, I had people coming in from a couple months ago going, "Oh my god, you're still at Unicorn Overlord?" And I said, "Yeah." Anyways, I don't know where I'm getting this sword. Should I even upgrade this? I'm broke again. I have 8,000 gold. What the hell am I supposed to buy with this?
Yeah.
It just so there were I chose a certain day where it's like, come hell or high water, I'll do it this day. And then I'll pick 1 or 2 days on the side where it's like, you know what? I have everything else under control right now. I have a pocket of 2 to 3 hours. Sure, I'll do something. I'll do something extra. I'll go live. I'll do this, do that. And it wasn't even the fact that I streamed once a week, or maybe twice a week, or even at 1.3. But it was more on, you know what? For myself, consistently, I will always stream on this specific day, because I know for a fact the house will be quiet, or I am guaranteed to have this time alone for myself.
Right.
And at some point, people in general have to come to a realization that there is a day of the week that they subconsciously just block out for themselves for a short period of time.
For me, it's
Doesn't
Tuesdays. 100%.
There you go. So on a Tuesday night, after little man is down for the count, hopefully, unless he wakes up and runs in here 3 times.
Always. I
In
wouldn't
which
want
case,
it any other way.
I mean, in which case, give me the boy. I will occupy him and whatnot until he falls asleep. Lest you forget, I specialize in handling small children for the last 12 years of my professional life.
True.
I find it enjoyable. Besides, something about if you don't go to bed, you can say goodbye to ice cream tomorrow. Somewhat satisfying to say. I don't use it as a punishment. I call it. Go ahead, find out. Not fuck around and find out. It's just go ahead, find out. And most of them go, "Ooh, he's not the one." I am not. But
Nope.
there are just days that you eventually come to the realization that, consistently, I can have this time for myself, or I can have this time for X, Y, and Z, and it's largely interrupted. Are my Wednesdays interrupted sometimes by random things? Absolutely. Do I get upset when they are interrupted? Sometimes.
Naturally.
But I know for myself, like, okay, it's Wednesday. I'm going to do this. If people come by, cool. People don't come by, cool. But I get it though. Everybody's schedule is different. Everybody's lifestyle is different. There are similarities, but that doesn't mean that they're gonna produce the same experiences. And so part of this process that you're currently going under is, well, versus solidifying what are the constants? What do you know is going to be due or going to happen? Tuesdays are not a certain for me because everything for school is due on Tuesday.
Yeah, well, that
So
makes total
Tuesdays is
sense,
a wild card.
right? Because you never know.
hmm And so just identifying for yourself, what are your constants? Where are your pockets of quiet time or space that you know is uninterrupted for yourself? And then you build around your constants. You build around the pockets that you know are uninterrupted times for yourself. You build your schedule that way.
Yeah.
Now, that doesn't mean, it has to be set this way all the time. There's also, what if you go back to school? Or what if you start a new job?
And that's
What
happening
if-
too. Like, I mean, it's just there's so much like unpredictability, like unpredictable stuff that's going on like right now as far as like I'm gonna be leaving Nisi, I think. No,
Yeah.
actually I know. Let me just be straight up, like
Yep, I know.
intentional. Yeah, so this upcoming week, obviously I took Thursday off because they're open on Halloween. So I took Thursday off for Halloween to take, kiddos trick-or-treating.
Mm-hmm.
And then so obviously I was off. And they had me scheduled obviously Sunday morning or whatever, because I work Sunday mornings over there.
Mm-hmm.
But the following week I'm not scheduled at all.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, why am I even working for you guys if you're not going to schedule me? I give you out of all the shifts that you have your prime people that work your weekends. I already work Provetcho on the weekends, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So I give you my availability. Hey, these are, a little bit slower days. Like I could work Wednesdays, I could work Thursdays and Sunday mornings.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not even going to give me a shift throughout the week? Like, no, thank you. So Sunday, I'm going to be putting in my notice. I'm going to leave respectfully over
Yeah.
there.
That is
But
the
there
right
was-
thing to do.
Yeah, there was also a moment where one of the owners raised her voice a little bit. Not it like
Mhm.
so mind you, I've been working in restaurants since I was 17. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I've been a server waiting tables and bartending. Yeah, obviously like basically server since I was 19, bartending since I was 21. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I know how the kitchen works because prior to that, even after that, I've worked in kitchens like to help out. Over COVID, I worked in a kitchen. Obviously, I couldn't wait tables. I was making whatever money from the government, and I worked in a kitchen to help out a pizza place. One of my buddies was the manager. Cat Farm. He was the manager. He's one of my best friends. His name's Nick. I have a lot of good friends named Nick. It's the weirdest thing. But anyways. Yeah, so I'm running the manager on duty told me to run a plate of food to a table. And the owner was kind of standing behind, like watching every, like service happen.
Mm-hmm.
And he gives me this plate and he says, "This is the last plate for this table." And I start walking and she goes, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I stop and I turn around and I look at my manager and I look at her. And he's like, "It's okay. It goes to this table." And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry." And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, one, that was rude as shit. Two, I've been doing this for so long. You really think I'm gonna mess up not taking both plates out to the table? Like, if it's a table that has 2 dinners or 2 entrees, why would I take one plate out and not the other? Correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
2, the manager that's already there, you have him scheduled for a reason. Why are you hounding me when he has everything under control? And then you realize that you were wrong, so then you apologize to me. Rubbed me the wrong way completely. Completely. So it was like that. It was a combination of that. And then the following week, like I said, not being necessarily like on the schedule, right? And I'm like,
Yeah.
just gotta call it, at that point.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Like, no big deal. Like, it is what it is. Like, you can't change that. It's cool. I still have my job at Provetcho where I make good money, and I'm basically like, it's my manager, so my GM. And then if she needs anything, I mean, absolutely anything, it's me.
Hmm.
And I make good money and they take care of me. I take care of them. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm hurting for it. It's just like play cash. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
At Nisi. So this Sunday, like I said, I'll probably be respectfully putting in my 2 weeks over there, which is cool. No big deal. I mean, it is what it is. And then I just ride it out. But yeah, dude. Other than that, it's like, it's just basically just finding a balance with everything. I mean, there's so much going on. Um, it's life is weird. It's this weird thing that's like, there's just so much to figure out, which is cool. There's no problems with figuring it out.
Hmm.
It's just about taking that first step forward to figuring things out, which is, it's got to happen one way or another.
Hmm.
But look at us, 4 a.m. chats by me, dude. Over here, it's crazy.
Well, it's like the olden days, although the olden days are only a few months back. Look at it this way. Actually, don't look at it this way. I already knew you were leaving the moment you said you've been relearning your tables, you've been relearning customers, that's the very moment I knew he's leaving. He will not be staying at this other place because when you find a renewed perspective on something that you have been doing for a very long time, it's not that everything else fades to gray or is no longer interesting. It, but you eventually see for yourself that what you were looking for is just something different, something to shake up what you currently are experiencing. Is it the same process and song and dance day in day out? Yes. However, your mindset has changed quite a bit, enough to the point where, okay, I understand that this is now a new culture of clientele. This is a different landscape of employees, where I'm currently at. I don't hate my job. I don't dislike it. I would like to perhaps transfer out of it one day. You're already doing things to make sure that actually happens. And you are now realizing, you know what? I do think it's nice over at Nisi. I do. And at the same time, there are things that I've experienced this year that, you know what, can breathe new life where I'm currently at.
True.
It's not that things are bleak or um, pointless. I'm going to say pointless instead of hopeless, because hopeless means that this place is going to close tomorrow. Pointless is more along the lines of, mm, it's the same song and dance, but everything is jaded for the most part.
Hmm.
So, yeah, we danced around the idea before, but the moment you said, you've been relearning your tables and getting to know the new people coming in, I'm like, he's leaving. He's leaving the other one.
No.
He's not going to stay there.
Yeah, I know. I've
No.
been, I don't know, which, like you said, it breathes like a new life into you when you see things from another perspective. Because it's like, yeah, and the reason why I never fully left Provecho is because it's like, maybe the grass isn't all greener on that other side. It's greener where you water it, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
you know and I totally agree, Viper. Like, it is important to take time for yourself and like do the things that you want to do and find that balance. But I'm like, I'm in a place right now where it's like, I want to focus. I don't know. I want to do cool things. I want to do, like I always say, I want to do cool shit, and I want to make the most out of the situations that I'm in, as always, keeping things positive and just trying my best, I guess, in different avenues. um Being intentional, like like you remind me constantly, Sammy, being intentional in my thoughts and my words. um but it's huge. I don't know, just making moves in the right direction. That's all I really want to do. And
And you're gonna
just
get it wrong
yeah, and that's okay.
sometimes.
And that's right. And you get it wrong,
And
you
it's
learn and you
yeah.
try something different. You learn, and if it's right, then it's cool, you know. And if it's wrong, you just continue pushing.
Hmm. That
So
is correct.
just
Uh,
continue to push.
yeah, but that is life. Life is unpredictable, and that's the beauty of unpredictability is that because you don't know what's going to happen next, it's always something new and refreshing and incredibly absurd. I don't know if this bag is blocking the vent, so I don't know if things inside this bag are going to melt, but that's besides the point. Oh yeah, it's blocking the vent. Okay,
It's
well,
melted.
but not melted. I'm not going back to safely a third time in a span of 2 days. You got to be freaking kidding me. The point being that ah, when there's a new game that's announced, everybody has their expectations of what should be in the game.
Always.
And this is the problem with long-standing franchises like Dragon Quest, Tales of series, Final Fantasy, um, even sports games, FIFA, any basketball game, literally anything. That's just long-standing. Is that you eventually try to cram in so much that it becomes overwhelming because now you don't know where to go or where to start
Hmm.
because there's just so much content that it feels like when you try to start the game, you're just bombarded with so many things that you put the game down, you walk away because you don't know what to do because there's just too much in it. The same thing is applied to life. If you attempt, it's not even about biting more than you can chew. You can bite as much as you want. The thing to be mindful about is, well, I want to accomplish all these things. And realistically, if I were to take all of these now, what do I currently have in my life that I am sure, should something rock the boat, things will still be fine? Or if things were to rock the boat, these items would surely fall apart.
Hmm.
It's why I will always challenge you with, okay, you want to add this? Sure. Let me ask you this then. How does this fit in the grand scheme of things? Have you stabilized everything else that you want to stabilize before you add something? Because when you're laying the foundation for anything, you have to make sure that your current foundation that you're preparing is set. If it is not set, then what happens to the structure you build on top of it? It collapses, right?
Correct.
It's the same concept with food. When you're assembling a dish and you're putting things together, every piece, it can be the most beautiful and immaculate plating in this entire world. And believe you me, I can make a shitty breakfast look like something that came straight out of Hell's Kitchen.
Gourmet.
Like, can I cook? Yeah, sure, I can cook. Can I plate? Pretty damn good for a home cook. Yeah, I I know what I'm good and bad at. Um, but with all the elements you're putting on there on the plate, it looks great in the kitchen. Now, how do you get this to the customer? You got to pick up the plate, walk it out of the kitchen, and hope not to hit your coworker, get tripped by a customer, or stopped abruptly by God knows who, right? It has to travel, it has to make its way there. And usually, when a plate gets there, this thing has fallen apart somewhere. So, how do we make sure that every element is still in one piece, or the integrity of the structure of every element on that plate is still there when you
Yeah.
put the plate in front of the customer? You make sure that the foundation is fully set.
I mean, it makes total sense.
However, here's the thing. It doesn't matter how much I say and explain these things, how much I water it down or take somebody on a ride or even walk next to them. There are certain things in life we have to experience for ourselves. Otherwise, we don't understand the truth, the lesson, or the concept itself.
Hmm.
And as somebody who has, whether I, well, I actually don't mind it, but as somebody who has taught and modeled things for people for the last 34 years, that is to this day, is the hardest and most painful lesson I could ever impart to anybody is I can walk with you, I can hold your hand, I can explain everything to you, but there are certain things that you have to experience for yourself in order for you to understand everything that I'm saying.
Yeah.
And sometimes I cry. Sometimes I cry internally because it's like if I could spare this person from going through it, I definitely would.
It's tough.
But they won't know unless they go through it themselves.
True.
And and so because of that, I drink excessively, so I don't feel the pain inside. No, I'm just kidding. I drink excessively because I actually like alcohol. So, yeah, don't
Yeah.
get twisted.
I mean, yeah. I mean, there was a minute there where like I was going pretty hard again,
Mm-hmm.
having a glass of bourbon or more a day, you know,
Oh, I
like
know.
in the evenings at least.
Mm,
Yeah. Like,
I know.
man.
Like I'm gonna tell you now. I know that there are certain things you don't tell me, and I already know. I can tell. I can tell just by the sound of your voice, the look in your eyes, just very small, minute things. I already know. Not
Yeah.
because I observe people, but just because, more or less, yeah. There's just some things that I pick up and I'm aware of.
Right.
But
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man.
I don't
It's
bring it
just,
up because I don't bring it up all the time because you know what? If you want to tell me, my ears are open. If you don't
true.
want to tell me, I know nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, in a sense, it's just, I don't know, man.
It's complicated.
It's everything is just complicated. And
Hmm.
that's the part that sucks because everything could be so simple. If you think about it in the grand scheme of things, life could be so simple. Just be good to each other, take care of one another, you know,
Yeah,
and do what you got to do, and that's it. You know, like it could be so simple, but people
it could
just
be.
find a way to make everything difficult one way or another, whether it's like feeling that they're right or selfishness on you know, in certain aspects of things, but like, or feeling like they're owed something when, you know, like
You're not owed
it's
anything.
yeah, it's just a pride and ego thing.
Yeah.
But if it's like let go, then everything could just be so simple, dude. It's wild. It blows my mind. I wake up every morning and I try to think like, how could I bring a little bit of good into the world today? Right? How like what are some things I could do that could make the world just a little bit better than what it is? And I go about my day and I do it. I make people laugh. I have a good time. Always have a smile on my face. I'm an ear when people need to talk. I'm, you know, if somebody needs help, I'm there, which is totally fine.
Hmm.
You know, like I love it. I'm not complaining in the slightest. And it's like I stream because like I said, the original thing for the stream to start off, like it was basically to build dad lore. It was to build dad lore. I wanted to preserve my VODs, throw them up on YouTube in case anything ever happened to me. If I were to die for some crazy, you know, unforeseen way, then my children would have hundreds of hours of their dad playing, doing something that he loved, play video games, right? You know, like talk to people, make people laugh, have a safe spot for people, right? That way they could see that. And that's another reason why I wanted to build the Discord community the way that it is. It's like if people are having a hard time, or, you know, if people are having a hard time, they have a place to go. They don't have to feel judged. They could talk freely, and people would help one another out. Say somebody's down or like really, really feeling like shit about life. They have a place they can go to and they could feel a little bit better by the time they leave. You know?
Yeah.
and within a year yesterday,
Hmm.
it would have been like yesterday at like 11 p.m. or whatever. So we've already hit the anniversary time and everything. But
Yeah.
yeah, and in a year, this is what's been accomplished, which is, it's nuts to me. We have over 200 people in Discord, and we have a community that comes back, whether it's my stream, Travis's stream, your stream, Jared's stream, Diet's stream. Who else? Travis, Logan. Yeah, Travis, Logan, you, me, Diet. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like, there's a place for people to go at any time of the day, for the most part, any day of the week, where they can hang out with the same people. I hit everybody, right? Me, you, Travis, Logan, Jer, Diet, the six of us.
Hmm.
And then, yeah, obviously, like Holly and Jelly, and everybody else too. Like, it's not just to us. Like, it doesn't. It's like, imagine it this way, Viper. It's like a circle within a circle within a circle within a circle. Like, the ones,
The overlap.
the overlap, yeah. So it's like in that stream team circle, the small circles, like me, Jer, Sammy, Logan, Travis, Diet, and within the circle outside of that, it's like obviously like Breezy's in there too, like you know the people, you know.
Hmm.
But outside of that too, it's like we're all within each other's communities. You have Holly, Jelly, you have like like Rousey, and you have, you know, Maddie, and like it just gets so much deeper than even just streaming. You have obviously like Samuka, and I don't even know, like obviously Kilt streaming now, and like it's beautiful to see like people that were once just viewers are chasing that stream life too. They wanted to do it, they're chasing it, and they're doing it. And that's what it's all about. Like, that's what it's all about, you know? Like, and but we all support one another. That's like the best part about it. It's like you'll catch all of us, whether I'm lurking in somebody's stream or I'm active, which like good 90% of the time I'm lurking. But the fact is, like, we all support each
90?
other.
You
But
sure it's 90?
I'm always lurking.
Yeah, it's like you might want to push that to 95. I mean, even 97.
Yeah, I'm always lurking. I'll pop in, I'll say something, and I'll go back to lurking. But like, I'm there.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's just such a awesome thing to see that like in a year, it's only been a year. Imagine how far we could take it in 2 years, 3 years, 4 or 5, 6. Because I don't plan on stopping. I want things to expand and get bigger.
Well, you're eventually gonna have to stop once noon hits, but you know that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, like, I mean, within reason, yeah. Like, but I just want to see how far it can go. How many people can we make, like, have a home for? You know, whether like, and no matter like if any of us stop streaming, like if I chose to stop streaming tomorrow, if I was just like, you know what, I'm hanging it up, guys, and it was just done, which I'm not doing that. But if I chose to hang it up, I know that it'll continue even like without me. You know what I mean? Like the community would continue to grow and it continue to be a safe space for people to come to without me. I wouldn't even have to touch anything ever again, and it would still grow and thrive. That's what I've wanted from the beginning. From the very beginning. And it's just cool to see like the hours and the work turn into this. Like it's such a surreal feeling. You never think that like when you start a journey like this that it could ever end up like this. You know?
Yeah, you can. That's why we have a mission and a vision, right?
I mean, absolutely true, but like, I don't know. if I pull up the VOD from the very first stream, I'm so quiet and I'm so like awkward being back. Like it's it's crazy to just think about. Like it's crazy to just blows my mind to think about that. And like,
Speaking of video, did you ever finish the one that was due yesterday?
no, I did not. I shelved literally everything in my life for the last like 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks.
I know. All
I
right,
just
we're
shelved everything. I mean, I still need to do it. Don't get me wrong. It's gonna
No.
happen
here. I'm gonna give you a new due date.
by January 1st.
Nope. I want you to. When did I jump in? February 26th? Some shit like that.
I could do that.
No. It was
By
the day after
February.
thing. It was what, February 16th, something like that. I want you to find the first day you started Final Fantasy X. That is your new due date for this video.
I couldn't even tell you the first day. It's in our
Yes, you
text.
can. It's somewhere in there. Well, actually, yeah.
It's
no,
definitely in our
never mind.
text.
It's in there, and don't bother digging for. Well,
It's in
it's
there.
gonna be hit or miss. But let's just say, you know what? Let's just say February 16.
I
There
can
we
make
go.
that happen. Yeah. I mean,
That'll
because
be your
that's when
new
things
date.
really started taking off, anyways. Other than that, it was literally just me streaming to myself, like for the most part.
Yeah.
If I had to be completely honest, I was streaming to myself or just like a friend or like for a while. For a while.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching the old VODs of me. It's so wild to see. And I'll pull that up in a second. But yeah, no, for sure. It's unexpected and it is what you make of it. You're absolutely correct. And I just think in a year that this has been it's been a wild ride. I just can't, like I said, I can't wait to see how far it goes. But
Yeah.
give me a moment. I'll be right back. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Some drinks.
That said, Viper, did you sleep at all? I sure hope you did. I wonder if my mic stopped working. Oh no, that's fine. Ooh,
Yeah.
Silent Hill 2's 25% off.
Passed out for a bit, then woke up.
I
Yeah. Had a feeling, Viper. It's okay. You've been chilling the whole time. I've seen you in the chat though. But yeah, it's just cool to see. Like here's the video of my very first VOD to see how far we've come within a year. Like look how dark that room is. I had no idea what
No
the hell I was
wonder.
doing.
You chose to wear white. That's why.
I had no idea what I was doing.
Now, if you started with hot orange, might have had a different story.
Like audio's all off. I'm just looking around. I'm all nervous. Like just playing the game. Like look at like unbelievable. Look how crazy that is. A year ago. Year ago today. And I'm just like focused in the game, but like you'll notice like I keep looking back at chat. There's no one in that chat.
Mm-hmm.
There's no one in that chat. Then occasionally somebody would pop in and I'd sit there and talk to them. But yeah, like not confident at all. And it's just look I mean look how far we've come. Like have everything figured out as far as like stream setup for the most part. I mean there's some things that I could tweak here and there, but I mean it's all like work in progress. Like it never stops.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll sit there and I'll stream honestly whatever. Like another thing is it's like YouTube, if I would have never stopped pushing this month, I think we would have been doing pretty solid. Because
Perhaps.
that's not my neighbor. 46 views, 1 like. I did Nightmare Files, that clap clap game, 37 views, 4 likes. Another Princesses in Our Castle, 49 views, 2 likes. Don't Cry.nes, which is that Mario game, 46 views, 1 like. And I'm at 33 subs now, which is like, what? You know?
Yeah.
My goal is 50. My goal was 50 by the end of the year. I don't think I'll get there, which is fine. No big deal. But it's nice to see. It's nice to see like it's like progressing in the right direction. And like I'm not going to stop working at these things.
Mm.
I just want to do more. Like
Yeah.
more cool stuff. Like I still want to make like I mean pretty much whatever I could like put up there like I said cuz like I said when I originally started it was so my kids if anything happened to me they had something to see. So like I want to end up putting more stuff out there. I just
Mm.
don't know what yet. Um I'm I have an idea in the works of what I'm going to do soon. There's an older gentleman that lives in town. His name's John. One of the nicest guys. He's known in town. Everyone calls him Old Man John. You know,
Okay.
he used to hang out at every bar until he got, drinking started affecting his health. Had to stop drinking, so now he just goes to the bars to drink ginger ale. And
Alternative.
yeah, just ginger ale, like nothing, no alcohol, whatever. And it's cool to see like how he still just does that. But I want to interview him. The man's like in his 80s, you know. Before it's too late, I want to like sit down, have like a phone or a camera pointed at him. I have like the little clip-on mics. He would just hold it or clip it onto his shirt, and I would just ask him questions. I would want to know about his life. The man from because I used to have lunch with this guy every Monday. I would go pick up my money from the bar because they would have their money ready. You know, they do the money. Like if they didn't have the money in the safe, they would have to like an IOU like for your tips. So you go pick up your tips on Mondays.
Mm.
Well, I would go pick up my tips on Mondays and he'd be there and we'd sit, we'd have a beer and I'd have lunch. And if he had lunch too, it's cool, whatever, like no biggie. But we'd sit there and chat and then like obviously I quit the bar and things changed or whatever. And he's still obviously he still frequents the bar, but like the man has lived such an interesting life that I would love to like pick at his brain a little bit. How was it when he was growing up? Life lessons he's learned. You know, like the man was married for X amount of years until his wife passed away. Like, what was the secret of keeping your marriage good? Like, you know, like
Mm.
what we fail to like ask our elders when we're young. Like, you know, when you're young, you kind of like you have your grandparents if you're lucky.
Mm.
And sometimes people take that for granted. And like I know I didn't. I mean, I wish there was more things I would have did with my grandparents, but like it's just one of those things where it's like this man has lived a life and he was my age once and he was your age once and he was Viper's age once and you know like but what's his story? He has to have an interesting story. He was in the Navy. He did this like, you know what I mean? This man lived a full life, raised a family, and now he's at the tail end of his life where you could see like he sits there and he reminisces on things. Before I used to watch him, like I'd be sitting there and I'd look over and he's just sitting at his beer, kind of spacing off, right? And it's like in his head, you know, he's reliving some moment in his life or thinking about something that happened or he'd love to go back to, but like he's an older man now, you know? He's at the tail end. He's right there. Like to seeing like what's obviously next. Not saying like he's in bad health whatsoever, but like, you know what I mean. We can't live forever. None of us can. But he's lived a full life, and it's like I want to know this man's story. So I want to like interview him and like call it Nez Talks and post it just strictly to YouTube, nothing crazy. It wouldn't be like crazy edited. It would literally just be like asking questions, real authentic, you know?
Mm.
And to post that, but it would be just interesting people that I guess I find interesting or find that I have like that would have some sort of value or not saying that no one, random people don't have value, but like they could add some sort of like a different perspective to life or advice for people. I want to like interview people like that and post it, So that's a plan moving forward that I have. Um Obviously I still want to stream, but like I really want to like push other things and do different stuff. Um just want to keep it interesting, keep it fresh. Not just have it strictly video game content. I want it to be like just other things tail off,
Yeah.
But I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think it'd be cool just to do something different.
Well, I'm gonna give you a homework assignment then. Due Wednesday.
What you got?
You up for it?
Oh, yeah, I'm up for it. What do you got?
I want you to finish your schedule by Wednesday.
Done.
All right.
As far
No,
as as far as
I
streaming,
shake your
like I said,
hand
I
on
think
it.
I might keep it a little sporadic.
That's fine.
Obviously, I
But
wouldn't be
what?
gone too long, or keep it
Nah,
big gaps in the week or whatever. But like,
do what you have
I,
to do.
I think it's nice. Like I said, I think it's nice coming back. Like you don't know, like it's almost like I guess you wouldn't know when, but like it's nice to when I finally do stream that it's like, oh, he's live. It's like that excitement of like, oh man, instead of having it like you know where I'll be every night kind of thing.
Well, here's a suggestion for you after you get everything all settled. Choose one day that you will consistently stream that is not community night.
Okay.
Then choose the rest of your stream days sporadically.
I like it.
You get a little bit of both. The others are basically flex days, but you are guaranteed one day consistently. Okay, I'm going to
For
do
sure
this
you're
on
gonna
this day.
catch me on this day. Yeah.
Hmm.
I like it. I like it.
It'll give you the flexibility, you're guaranteed that one day, and you're guaranteed the flexibility that your schedule needs when January 1st hits.
Yeah. No, I like it. I think that, it's a good idea. I just yeah. Just need to pinpoint
Okay.
everything.
Do you want me to help you with a little bit of a start?
What you got?
Well, this is going to sound familiar because it's been mentioned before, but why not? You take your work schedule. Your work schedule is the most consistent thing
You did
that you're
mention it.
generally going to have. Why
That's
is
my
that? It's because you know you're going to be at this place at this time from this hour to this hour. Now, whether or not, let's say you stay late because you want to hang out with your coworkers a little bit, or you stay late, or you stay out a little bit later because you want some alone time to have some elote and a glass of something. Sure, why not?
Yeah.
That's not factored into this. But what you're setting down is for certain that on these days your responsibility to your job is from here to here. Then the next thing you take is what is the school schedule of your spouse. You know, from this time to this time, she is unavailable because she is at class, she is at labs, she is whatever it is. That is a set constant. From there you build everything else. Now, taking care of the little man, that's given. That's all day, any day, every day, until he is old enough to fend himself at the tender age of 2.5. That's basically that's expected. That's already a
100%.
given,
Yeah.
right? But those two for sure. When you start school up again, there are certain days that this day and this day are going to be blocked off specifically for this. I mean, what was it? Every Tuesday and Wednesday was homework day for you for class.
Yeah, dude, I just rock it out before I had to stream pretty much. Like
Hmm.
it got to the point
Yeah.
where, yeah, I would have class what Mondays and Wednesdays. So everything I
Hmm.
had on Monday, I would do Tuesday, and then everything I had for Wednesday for the rest of the week, I just do on Wednesday.
Hmm.
Though I had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or streaming.
Exactly.
But
So
yeah,
even though you had a lot going on at that time, I would argue you had more happening at that time than you do now.
true. But
Is
it was
that
like it was more, but
everything
it was less
everything had set
stressful.
correct because everything was set in a schedule somewhere. You knew that on these days you worked at the restaurant, whether there was a wedding or not, doesn't matter. You knew that these days were always there. You didn't have to balance another plate, a second job. You just had that, and that was it.
True.
You knew that landed on these days. Cool. You knew that streams landed on these days. Also cool. Everything else that you did that was extra or that came in, it all revolved around do I, where does it fit if I want to do X, Y, and Z? Because these are the constants, and that is it.
Hmm.
Can the constants change? Absolutely, they can. Things change all the time.
Yeah, and that's
But
with anything in life.
you're guaranteed this, and this will always stay the same. So that's your skeletal structure. Fill in the meat. Build everything else around it. It doesn't matter if now you're going to be taking classes to, I don't know, become a professional floral arranger.
Yeah.
Sure, let's add that in there. Um, does it conflict with any of the consistent, the constant schedules? No. Okay, cool. Let's plug it into a place that is, reasonable with X, Y, and Z. But it all starts with what are your constants? Think of it this way: if you're able to budget your money, when you look at your schedule, don't look at it as this is what I do on this day at this time or whatever. You're budgeting your time now. That's
Hmm.
all it is.
Pretty
If
much.
time is the currency of life, then your weekly schedule, your monthly schedule, you're budgeting your time. Think of it that way. Just think of it that way for a little bit. In the meantime, we're going to take a quick ad break and we'll see you in about 1 minute and 30 seconds. So grab your snacks, grab your drinks,
Oh, dude, it's
grab your
wild.
blankets.
Okay,
Listen,
right?
lest you forget, my training was to be a news writer, to be in TV and radio. I will always be like this, depending on what's happening.
We're gonna take a quick ad break.
Oh, absolutely. This is the perfect time to, get the things that'll help wake you up. You got an energy drink? Take it, down it. Be like me. Consume 200 milligrams of
Just
caffeine in 12 minutes.
wired.
You'll be fine. You'll still fall asleep in the middle of training, but you'll be fine. It'll be
Yeah.
okay. It will work out. But so Wednesday and February 16th. I I believe you can pull it off. I've seen you pull off crazier things.
It's true.
So, you know, you can pull it off. But again, priority is defined as you're going to make time for this come hell or high water. If you really want it, you're going to make sure everything's going to be moved up and down, sideways, or whatever to make sure something gets done.
Yeah.
But I leave that up to you. Anyways, I think there's a game you should try playing.
What do you?
Since it's the cozier wee hours of the morning and whatnot,
Hmm.
I think you should give that card shop simulator game a shot. What do you think?
Card shop?
Yeah, that one that Jerry was playing. Some other people were playing it too. Looks like fun. There's even a Pokemon mod for it.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I knew it.
What did you know?
I was like, as soon as you said that, you should give it a try. I'm like, I knew it, Sammy.
Ah,
I knew it.
what did you know? What did you know?
Just Samuel doing Sammy things.
Yes, indeed. Everything has a backup. The contingency plan has the other one. By the way, here you go. one of these days I'm gonna show up completely unprepared and just and just not giving a flying hoot, and everyone's gonna be shocked. It's gonna be great. Anyways, yeah. So I've apparently this is the one, and the direction is to use that little version right there, under the previous versions list. I'm not really sure why. I didn't bother asking, but I was like, okay, cool. Oh, there it is. Don't worry, Travis is already upset at me for getting that for him. I'm like, there's nothing you can do about it. So you might as well, you can do something about it when September rolls around. But until then, there's nothing you can do about it. It is what it is. But yeah, yeah.
So, all right. So I have the game downloading,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a Pokemon mod.
There is.
Is the mod on Steam, or is it?
It is that picture I sent you. That's where you can find it. Now, I don't know how to install it. I don't know how to apply it. No clue.
Nexus mods. Okay.
But that's it. As we know, I tried modding Stardew. That clearly went well. And after about 2 hours, I gave up and was like, screw it. I'm just doing something else. I don't even remember what I did. I played something else for a while. Ah. Hmm.
Hmm.
I'm trying to figure out if I want to go back to that restaurant from last week. So I went to this place called West Side Deli. It's located in Auburn. That's about 20 minutes from where I live.
Yeah.
And I went there with, I told you a little bit. I went there with my friend Brendan. I walked in, and I started laughing, and I texted him because he was walking in also. I said, "Dude, this place is run by Filipinos. We're fine. Everything on this menu is bursting with flavor." And then there were the disappointing cannolis, but that's whatever.
Not the cannolis being disappointing.
I mean, I should have known better, but like, whatever. I had it. I can say I had it. Yeah. I tried. See, you tried saying me. That's all we can. That's right, Viper. We can go to a place. We can try their menu, and if it doesn't work out, you just puke it out in the trash in the back, so they don't see that you didn't like it.
That's
I'm
wild.
kidding.
I
Then
was gonna say that's crazy.
I ordered something that was slightly off the menu, just slightly. So there was there's food called laing, and laing is basically something similar to stewed vegetables almost, but greens for the most part. It's, for me, the right consistency is almost paste like, but still retains soup, kind of like chili almost. It's that with a bit of heat and fatty pork in it. Like, that is the correct way to make it. Not everybody makes it this way. It depends on the region you come from in the Philippines. These people nailed it. They just nailed it. And I'm like, dear Lord Almighty, wow, this is delicious. I have had many, I've had a lot of this food over the years, and I have not consumed a recipe that was this good. And I don't like eating at Filipino restaurants in general because there's too much for me to criticize. But that being said, I was I would I would probably give them a 5 out of 5. I just have to eat something else there to finally, get there, but I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? Yes, Viper. It is. Yes. As some people say, lemao is the correct way to do that. Oh, hey, by the way, the week of. This isn't relevant now, but I'm going to throw it out there because I need to remember this, otherwise, I'm going to forget. The weekend of July next year, I will not be around. an old friend of mine and Neil's is getting married that day,
Oh,
or
nice.
July 6th. He's getting married. We had dinner on Thursday. Thursday we had dinner, and we sat there, and the first thing I said is, "Hey, Matthew, are you still engaged?" And he said, "No, we're divorced." And I'm like, "Matthew, you can only get divorced if you're married. You're
Uh,
you're 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 just engaged." And he's like, "Oh, well then we called it off." I said, "I see. Did she find out that you really are a weeb?" And he's like, "Yeah, she did." I'm like, "Okay, well, I know you're joking, so we'll leave it at that." And so I tease him a little bit, but he's getting married next year. I will not be available that weekend. If anything, I'll respond to something once in a while, but I'll be gone. Viper, don't congratulate him yet. See, here's the thing: his fiance knows he listens to J-pop and J-rock and whatever it is. She doesn't know he is full blown, like neck deep into Kingdom Hearts and anime. And when I say anime, I mean like we're talking either like full blown shonen or girly as shit or in High School Host Club anime. Like it's just that would like that's him. Just that's him. She doesn't know. She knows he listens to that, but she
let's
doesn't know
go.
that part. And I'm like, well, that's gonna be rough. But yeah, so I'm excited for him. He's been dating around, just looking for Mrs. Right, and he found it in a school teacher with no tolerance for spice whatsoever. And I'm like, wow, you are just like your dad. But that's besides the point. So, there's nothing wrong with being into anime. I was talking to Holly about this a couple months ago, and we had this discussion at like 8 o'clock in the morning. Ah, the joys of morning discussions. And the consensus was, while we are happy as millennials that anime and whatever else is now widely accepted, culturally speaking, as normal and popular, we didn't have that privilege growing up. You played Final Fantasy, oh, you're a nerd. Oh, you watched anime, oh, you're freaking weird. Like that was not the response people are getting today, was not the response we got when we were their age. And so while we are happy for I guess progress and advancements in it, it is bittersweet. Where it's like I'm happy this is mainstream now. I'm also kind of upset that it's mainstream now because it was a little niche of the world that we could cut out for ourselves and kind of just kind of like how a bookworm is able to escape in a library. Nobody would say a thing. We had a little escape there, but at the same time, it's still a good time. So a little mixed conflicting feelings and such. So, but yeah, she does not know that he is, wildly into
I gotta
it,
grab
which
another Dr. Pepper.
you should grab another Dr. Pepper. I should grab my energy drink. I'm not going to though. But that's that kind of just is the way it is sometimes. I have one sentence for this forum posting. I don't know how to feel about it. Anyways, Viper, do you ever sleep? I'm just curious because I'll be up in the middle of the night and I'll jump into someone's stream quietly just to lurk, and I see you're chatting up a storm in there. So I'm just curious, when do you sleep? Because I don't sleep in general. Like I'll average 3 to 5 hours of sleep a night, and I'm okay with that. But I'm just curious. You don't have to answer that. That's just to satisfy my own darn curiosity. Also, everybody else here is pretty much KO'd to the stream, which is fine. It's a good time regardless. I kind of like this song. This song's nice. Ah, there he is. There is my favorite nephew. You do sleep. It's inconsistent to be average with 2 to 5 hours of sleep. I feel that. I feel that. Typically typically my sleep schedule is roughly about the same, about 3 to 5, sometimes 6. If I sleep more than that, you know, it's not terrifying, but it's very different. All right, Waka, tell me, why are you awake so early? It is 5:15 a.m. Unless you got work early today. Just woke up? Okay. All right. I got an email. I wonder what this says. Key. The comeback campaign is now active. I do not care. You know what? I'll do it. I will do it. I'm going to boot up this game. I don't think I'm going to continue playing it, but I'll do
All
it.
right. Oh, Waka. Waka's back.
Indeed, he is.
What up, Waka?
There it.
Just woke up. Nice. We're doing all right.
Yeah, we also just woke up. Is what I like. You know what?
Had to get up and move around a little bit.
I'm not going to that restaurant. That's a 20-minute drive out with a really crappy exit. I don't want to run that risk.
So that Pokemon mod for it is gone.
All right. How do you feel about driving 7 minutes one way to wake up Jerry to have him send you the files?
He has the files for the Pokemon one?
Oh, yeah, he does. He absolutely does.
It's got to be somewhere.
No, that's loud. Oh, this is the 5th anniversary. How has this game been in existence for 5 years?
Slap him IRL stream.
This is actually ridiculous.
He just went to bed like an hour ago.
He'll be fine. He's being dramatic.
You want me to go get drive to Jerry's?
Yeah. I mean, Waka would like you to. I don't think it's necessary. I just think it would be funny. They'd be like, what the hell? You'd be like, yeah. Witches do be tripping, dude.
I mean, it's a good one. Let's see. I think this will work.
Is that a mod?
It is.
Ah. Is it a Yu-Gi-Oh mod?
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say, huh?
There's so much you can do.
I'll get straight to the point. I found marijuana in the house. And while I never thought of myself as the type of father who'd have to drug test his kids, I'm willing to do just that if that's what it takes to find out.
Ooh.
Mm.
That is rough. I would not want that. What is this? Select? Ugh. What am I getting here? Oh, that's right. I could pick something. It would be level 99. Ew. Well, this is a problem. I don't like any of the...
Waka said, why aren't you asleep?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Because your uncle's a machine. He doesn't sleep. Nah, I took out my contacts about maybe 3 hours ago, and I've been fine since then. Haven't had an energy drink. I'm just surviving off of goldfish and water.
That's nuts.
You want to know what's nuts? I was 165 vegetarian, running 3 to 6 miles a day. That was nuts. and I will never do that again because of how insane the whole thing was.
Fair.
Oh boy, okay, come on.
There. Let's see.
Also, Waka, I said I'd stay up the whole time.
Which, Sammy, you don't have to do that.
I have to. Dude, it's 5:20 in the morning. What do you think I'm gonna go to bed and then wake up in time to go practice?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't
I
know,
mean,
dude.
the answer to that question is yes, I can pull that off
I
too, but do I
yeah,
want to? No, absolutely
no.
not. I don't rest in general. So, actually, look at it this way. Part of my self-care routine is to just sit in your streams.
It's fair. If I'm able to provide that, I mean, it's
Yeah,
way more than I can ask for.
that and disciplining my nephew from 2 hours away is very entertaining. PM, yeah, totally. It's 6:21 p.m. for him. Viper, don't feed into his crap.
Oh
Listen, child,
God, I love it.
in 2 clicks of a keyboard, like I will have a plane ticket
Morning.
to do not start with me, child.
I mean, we're slowly losing our minds. It's cool. Where did I put that Dr. Pepper? Oh, slowly losing it. But it's all right. It's for good reason. If I ever do another 24-hour stream, charity stream.
Oh, absolutely. Why not?
And if I had the means to do so, I would do subathon, but we're not there yet. Can you imagine a subathon? That'd be nuts. Every sub adds 5 minutes to the timer.
Yeah.
I'd have a bed behind. Play with Waka 24. Oh yeah, Waka, let's do it.
I want to time out him just for that idea.
Play with Waka for 24 hours.
Yeah.
We could play FPS
Okay.
games the entire time.
I can already hear him. He's gonna be like, "What the hell? What did I do?" That's his response.
Dude, we should honestly. I'm upset now. We should have. We should have did
Yeah.
like a call in, like viewers call in. You know. That would have been.
You're right.
That'd have been
Waka, call in.
awesome. Waka, you want to call in? I don't know if I have Waka's number, but I have him on Snapchat.
You do. Ah, well. You know who has his number? Jerry. You know whose door we should bang on? Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry's family would kill me.
And Jerry will be fine.
Jerry would kill me.
He's being dramatic. He's fine. I can't wait to say that to his face. Be like, "You're being dramatic. You're fine.
Jerry, you're fine. Dramatic much.
Get over it." Waka, you do it. I'll give you the
My
keys to my car to
God,
pull it
wake up, Jer.
off. Do it.
Do you know how hard that man sleeps? You know, how insanely hard it's gonna be to wake that man up.
Oh, not
100
Jerry.
gifted. He used to sleep in the office at work, and I would walk into the office, be in his face, and he'd still be sleeping. There's no way I'm waking this man up. He would tell me like, "Yeah, this is the best, the best way I can get sleep, just sitting up."
I mean, have you tried taking a tablespoon of fish sauce and just pouring it down his mouth?
No, I have not.
Okay, see? with a massive sodium bomb like that, if he manages to sleep through it without shocking his taste buds,
God.
then I might actually be impressed. But there's an idea. Nah, we're not gonna do
He
that.
would murder me.
If he catches you,
He would murder me.
right? If he catches you. Remember, you don't have, as Kilt said, you don't have to outrun the bear. You just have to outrun Jerry.
That's funny.
What? You can shake your head as much as you want, dude.
I love it.
You can shake your head as
I
much as you
love
want. Just
it.
remember, you're still second place to me in Mario Kart.
The root of the game.
I
Where?
know.
World.
I'm starting a fire under him this morning.
Uwaka?
Yeah.
We all need a little fire.
Nah.
We all need a little fire set under us, you know?
Sometimes.
All the time.
I think I'll have that energy drink around 8:30.
Sammy, you're nuts, dude.
Well, for you it would be 10:30, but for me it would be 8:30.
Nice. The first place 1v1. Let's go.
Oh, that one? Yeah, maybe. You beat me twice in it, sure. But then you had everybody else in there. Where are you at?
The root of the game.
uh, nah, Viper. I'll talk like this with him, and then when we get that out of the way, our conversations and the tone of voice we use with each other is very different. But that's only something people would know if one of us said something. Otherwise, all they see is just me picking on him and him crying to literally anybody willing to listen. He's being mean to me. I'm like, yeah, I am. I am a meanie. This is true. People are like, he's so nice and supportive and positive. I'm like, fuck you. Like, who the hell? I am nowhere close to that kind of person. I'm very negative and pessimistic inherently. However, thanks to how I grew up and a few other things, yeah, my head goes straight to negativity first, and then from there it builds into, okay, cool. This is the worst case scenario. Now let's build towards the best case scenario of what could happen. So don't stay there. Think positive. Think positive that no matter how hard you try, grass still grows at the same rate it does. Walker, you should put that on a shirt.
Waka put that on a shirt. That'd be nuts.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be funny.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I think
Better. No, the glass is green. That's, what am I listening to? Oh, no. Cannot handle 4 minutes of this.
Grab the card folder. Through the game, click yes to replace all files. Hello? Wait. Huh?
No, Viper, the grass is half empty.
Hold on a second. I know it's because I'm tired. I'm not like comprehending. Whoops.
Um,
Hello.
Oh, hi, Steenie.
Steenie. How's it
What are you
going?
doing, young lady? Too much brain power. That's
I'm-
right, Waka. It's too much
Dude,
brain
I'm
power.
telling you, man. It's killing me slowly. Hi, Steenie. Thanks for the follow.
Hmm. Yes, welcome to the Twitch side of things, where
Where we toy around with things and ideas and talk life and try to muscle through the next what, 5.5 hours?
yeah, I
Holding
just
up pretty
bullied my
well.
nephew. It's fun.
Yeah, holding up all right. I'm like, I know I'm tired, but I'm not to the point where I'm gonna fall asleep on the desk. My brain is busy, so that's keeping me going. To the root of the game. So you need.
Hey, listen.
Oh, that has everything. I need these in here. Right? Hey, listen. Place the files. Let's see. Let's give it a shot. Pokemon story. See that? Oh. We got something here?
I think you do.
I think so.
Hello.
Watch, I'm just gonna be obsessed with this game now.
Well, I mean, hey,
Should be nothing wrong with that.
you needed a game. Here you are. Of course, Samuel
Super-
Sleep is there in support. Steenie, you know how Larry will do like insane and crazy things for JD? Think of that, but multiply it by 10. That is what I do for this man.
Let's see the settings. USD. We'll rock no music. We have music already.
Ah, yes. Mango did the same thing. He killed the music.
Sound effects are a little loud too.
No, Steenie, this is the voice of God.
Is that you?
No, I can't joke.
Later.
I'm gonna catch on fire.
say you. Oh my god. If I could just X out of all these things, we'd be in such a better place.
Ads? How do you have ads? You have a
Uh-oh.
Pokeball next to your
Yeah,
name.
you shouldn't have ads, yeah. You'll be fine. Oh, the ads are coming. Look at this person waiting outside of the door. Get out of my store. Wait,
Alright, you got the- What are you gonna name it?
I don't know. I was gonna try to play it something off my name, but it still says Tetramon on the front, so
Don't worry about it.
okay.
Just
Who did do it? Did you give Steenie a gift sub? It was either you, Travis, Waka, or
Brian
Dan-
did it also.
Ryan,
That was
or
today.
Danny.
Danny did it today also. Yeah, I'm not sure.
We'll just go with Ned's TCG.
Oh, 2 days ago? No, it's either me, Larry, or Brian if it was 2 days ago. It might have been me. Larry was feeling a little spicy.
Larry
So he
too.
wanted-
Like, there's so many people. They're just doing
But it
great
was-
things.
Larry started. Waka had contributed one,
Everyone's killing it.
so you can get access to. The to
Star
the hype train
Wars.
emote.
It still says Tetramon.
on there.
Oh, yeah, that's Brian. Yeah, that's Brian. Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, it still says Tetramon on there.
I think the packs look the way they do, but then the cards themselves are going to look different.
We're about to find out. Ooh. Nothing like a fresh. Yeah, that's what we're about to see. Fancy. No better feeling. Yeah, it says Tetramon. Pidgey, the Spearow. So the names are there, but it's not Psyduck. Okay. Something messed up.
Wow, that Psyduck looks very
Vicious.
yeah.
It's hilarious. Drop that in the root of the game and click yes to replace all the files. I'm assuming this is the texture replacer that we need. Let's see. Working out, ironing some things out. Yeah, oh yeah. It's basically like a trading card sim, Steenie. What am I doing? Oh,
Also,
yeah,
Diet
that's right.
landed back home about
Diet.
7 hours ago.
Good.
I just remembered it now.
Yeah, that's good. Safe travels all around, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he didn't want to come back. He said he was going to be on a rampaging tirade about how the food quality in America is garbage compared to Europe. Is he wrong? No.
I'm not doubting
because
that one bit.
I ate and drank so much carbs and alcohol and protein.
And you
Just
probably lost
eating
weight
it
still.
And sugar. I lost weight. I felt great. And I'm very upset that McDonald's in America does not have chicken wings.
That's
Yep.
crazy. Why is that texture replacer? Yeah, that's crazy. You would think, right?
I don't want to wear these glasses anymore.
Let's see if
But
this. Let's see if that changes anything. Yeah, chicken wings would be nuts. Yeah, Pidgey and a Spearow, and then if it's the same thing, just confirm that. Hold on, just want to see something. Yeah, it's still the same. What the hell? Because it should have popped up the right way, no?
Oh no, Steenie. That came from his original name. His original name was Inactive Serial Killer.
Oh,
Well, Inactive
God.
and Killer just not a good time, so I called him Serial Coon. And turns out it was socially and culturally appropriate for me to call him that size. I just kept with it, and yeah.
That's wild.
That was his name?
Yeah, it's still the Tetramon.
Bring you Starbucks. Steenie, you can afford Starbucks. There's like
Outta
10 minutes from your house. You're fine.
What the hell? Yeah. The names are changed, but the sprites aren't. I think that makes sense. I basically told
I'm doing everything that this is telling me to do. Interesting. I want to get it working.
What's the claim?
It basically just says replace that file. Hmm.
Oh, what was here? Oops.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
Huh. Weird. Let's see. How long ago did I snap this picture? Or snag? I don't know. October 28th at 3:47 p.m. So it should be. It's still pretty recent.
Starbucks, that'd be awesome. This is Pokemon Store Simulator, so it's there. It's just about figuring it out. Title screen's right. Check some of like the sprite work and like the files, and it shows that it's there. So, but it still says Tetramon on the banner. You see? But it's not gonna be a pain in the ass. I want it to work. I want it to work.
If you want, just run it without the mods for now. That way you're familiarized with the rotations, the seasons, the expectations, so on and so forth.
Let's give it a shot. I still have obviously I did something